I'm visiting Petro Foods near Cambridge, where they make 350 tons of almond butter for Pip and Nut each year. Pippa Murray is guiding me through the process.
Hi, Pip.
Hey, Sherry.
Lovely to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Boy, oh boy. That is a big bag of nuts.
Got about 16 bags of almonds sitting right here.
Millions and millions of almonds.
Yeah.
Where do these almonds come from?
These almonds are from California. If you look at it when it's on the tree, it has green outer shell, which is soft, and then inside you've got the almond, which is a seed.
So an almond isn't really a nut?
No. Technically part of a fruit, and the inside of the almond is a seed, even though we classify it as a nut if you buy it.
80% of the world's almonds come from California, where they are harvested by a machine which is very logically called a tree shaker. They're sun-dried, collected up, then graded and shipped out. At the factory, today's delivery is getting a once-over.
So what is this machine?
So this is the optical sorter, which is a fancy word for saying a laser machine.
This high-tech machine scans each almond with lasers, weeding out any damaged or discoloured nuts.
So the two lasers detect any bad almonds, and they use air to shoot them out, and they'll come down and into this bucket. But all the good ones get passed down onto the spout, and they go into a very big bag.
A ton of graded nuts heads to the roaster.
Right, are we ready to release the nuts into the wild?
With the simple pull of a tag,
Whoa!
the almonds pour into the hopper below. Then travel into the 15-metre-long oven where they're roasted at a low temperature.
Why do you roast the almonds? Why not just take them in their raw state and create the butter from those?
The roasting process brings out all the flavours within the almond. Specifically, it's a special reaction that happens called the Maillard reaction, which is where the sugars and the proteins react with each other, and it creates new flavour compounds, which really enhances the nuttiness in the almonds.
The roast takes 2 hours.
They took their time.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
You can really see the difference. It's very intense. It tastes all toasted and nutty and sweeter.
Yeah.
As well as intensifying the flavour, roasting dries out the nuts, ready for milling.
So this right here is our mill. So right inside there we have these two stones.
This one actually sits on top of it like that.
Yeah, exactly. And what you can see is that it's got a really thin gap between the two stones.
Right.
And it's that tiny gap which the almonds are being pressed through and eventually get turned into kind of like liquid.
The mill pulverises the almonds into a smooth paste.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. What's so incredible is when you see it roasted for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It looks like the driest thing on earth.
I know.
And then here, it's liquid.
The natural oiliness of the nuts is crucial to this transformation.
When you look at an almond, you can't automatically see the oil. And then give them a little grind, and out it comes.
Yeah, and it's all good fat, so it's completely rich in monounsaturated fats.
Butter created, there's only one other ingredient for our huge batch, 0.4% of salt.
So is that it? Just almonds and salt and nothing else?
Yeah, for our almond butter, that's all we do.
2 ingredients and 8 hours of processing have transformed 6 tons of nuts into 30,000 jars of gooey almond butter.